there? No bulletin board material?
Yeah, nah, no bull takes from me today, man.
I guess how different is this for you a year later, knowing you're going to be a much bigger part of the game plan and have a lot more playing time?
It's a lot different. The preparation and the focus is a lot different for me. I'm just trying to focus on being as sharp as I can, even in this week off, just watching as much film, learning as much about their guys, and just learning as much about what my role is going to be as possible. So I'm definitely as focused as I've ever been, and I'm super excited.
Coming off, 6 blocks a couple of games ago, how exciting are you to just bring that to the playoff energy?
I'm super excited. I think that those are game-winning plays, and I think that I can contribute in that way. So I'm definitely excited to get out there and use my energy and all my effort and go out there and try to make winning plays for our team.
Peyton, you grew up in SoCal. What is it about the aura of the Lakers that's just different than other teams?
I just definitely say, probably the fanfare around it, the hype around it, obviously having one of the greatest players ever to play the game. I think just being in a big market like LA where I grew up, purple and gold was everything. But now for me, it's mile high forever, really. So I'm really glad that I'm getting a chance to play against them, my first real playoff experience playing. And going back home to be able to play in front of my family and my friends is going to mean the world to me.
Hey, what's the worst advice somebody's given you over the course of these last few days?
The worst advice?
Worst advice.
I don't know, man. If it's bad advice, I usually just let it go in one ear, out at the other. But, I'd say just, the worst advice I'll say is just get ready for the Celtics in the finals. We ain't even played one game of the playoffs yet. Who do we know who's going to be in the finals, So for me, it's just about taking it one game at a time and, just trying my best to stay present in the moment and, yeah.
Is the energy different in practice today from every day prior to today?
Absolutely. I think you just see a sharpness in guys' focus. It's not too much playing around, not too much joking. We have a locker room of guys who love each other, but you even saw today, everybody went out there with their hard hat on and was serious. So I think that you could definitely just tell the difference in the seriousness and the preparation and the attention to detail.
People always say, the playoff game is different than a regular season game. Do you expect it to feel any different in terms of the pace of the game or intensity or physicality?
I definitely think that the physicality is going to be higher. I think that the attention to detail and the intensity is going to be there as well. But as far as my approach, I take every game seriously. I take every game as an opportunity to get better. And like I always say, I'm still dreaming being a part of this league, playing for a team like this at 21 years old. So, it means the world to me, and I would never take it for granted.
You probably should ask you this in a couple games, but you kind of touched on it. You talk about dreaming. The fact that you're probably going to be guarding LeBron in your hometown with friends and family, plenty of Lakers fans. Do you allow yourself to just kind of step back and enjoy the moment?
Absolutely. It's been a lot of hard work to get to this point, but the job's far from finished now. It's far from time to exhale and give myself a round of applause. I think that our goal is to come here and defend our championship. So regardless of who we're playing against, obviously it's special to play against LeBron, especially in front of my hometown and my family. But like I said, I'm just taking everything one game at a time, trying to gain as much experience as I can, as fast as I can.
Do you feel like you've grown up quicker than most young guys in the league because of the situation you're in?
Absolutely. Playing for a team like this requires a lot of maturity at a young age. And that's just been a point of emphasis for me since day one. I don't think that anybody questioned my ability or my my capabilities to go out there and perform and help our team win. I think everybody's biggest question was, is he going to be able to handle it mentally? And I think that's the part that I'm most far along with right now, just being around this group of guys and learning as much as I can, soaking up all the games. So I think that it definitely requires a different level of maturity and focus, but for me, that's been the best thing for my development and for my game. So I'm growing rapidly and I'm learning a lot.
You talked about all the extra stuff coming around this game, but how do you make sure you don't play in awe of LeBron or give him too much respect? You still got to play your game.
That's never been an issue for me. When I get on the court, I'm not in awe of anybody. I'm just trying to go out there and get the job done. Obviously, he's one of the greatest, but when I go out there, it's like I'm playing against anybody else. Obviously, you got to have your antennas up and you got to be alert for things, but I'm just going to go out there and, treat it seriously, take it seriously, treat it as an important game as it is, and just do my best.
How aware are you of the noise, the national noise, that is the constant din around the Lakers, regardless of who they're playing, when they're playing? Is that something that you're kind of glad to be jumping right into, or would you have rather kind of eased your way into the playoffs?
I mean, I don't think there's really any way to ease yourself in the playoffs, especially this year with all the good teams. Everybody's a threat to win it. So I think that I've never let my guard down, me personally. But, playing against an opponent like the Lakers with the experience that they have, we know that we have to be just that much more mature and take it that much more serious, because this is a team that's been here before. This is a team that's played in these playoffs and won it. So, we're going in there to defend our championship, and they're coming in there to get another one.
Peyton, how was last night just getting together with teammates to watch that Lakers-Pelicans game?
It was a blast, It's always a good time when we can all get together, and it's always an honor, when the two-time MVP, soon to be 3, invites you over to his house, to indulge in a basketball game. So definitely went over there, drank a little rakia, got acquainted, a little ritual right before the playoffs, and kind of just let loose and, have a good night with my guys and bond a little bit before we get here into these serious playoffs.
Peyton, what changes for you? Because you've obviously played a bunch of games in LA, but with friends and family that want tickets or want to come see you, do you shut everything down or filter it through someone else so you don't have to be bothered with it?
Yeah, I try not to handle it much, I know my family and I know who's going to be there and the people that are supposed to be there. Obviously, when it's a situation like this, everyone around me understands my priorities, and that I want my mom and my sister and my little brother and my dad to come watch me play, my grandparents. So people closest to me, people who have never missed a game since I was 8 years old. They came to every AAU game regardless of if it mattered or not. Those are the people I want here now. I'm not a fan of just bringing new people in to experience things that we've worked for. And a lot of people don't understand the work that we've put in, the sacrifice that my parents have put in to come watch me play, drive me around the world to play, fly with me around the world to play. So when it's on this stage and we're playing for Larry O'Brien, as a shot to win a title, I think those are the people that I want around me, and I want that energy around me.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Pete.
Thanks.